So hi everyone, I am Rachit from EC, currently in SEM 5th, Rachit Insta University. Being honest, तो मैं भी CIT ने सपना लेने जा रहा था, but मेरा academic score सारा था पर इतना सारा न था कि I could go through CIT. So I chose EC. I researched about it. And then I found, when I joined, EC did not have that much scope. And I was like, I don't have an option right now. So I chose EC, but if I can see right now, it has a lot of scope. So it is like electrical engineering EE and it is ECE, that's electronics and communication engineering. So basically people get confused कि electrical engineering and electronics and communication engineering like same છે difference છે શું છે like બંનેમાં electrical word આવે છે તો people are like same જ હશે but no, electrical engineering is like large scale production of electronics, while electronics and communication, so it's like electronics, it stands for small scale circuits, okay, and communication is like telecommunication, sensors, so it's a combination of both. So it's like it becomes a broader field when it's electronics and communication.
Which type of people should get into CE, whether it's mentalical wise or EC?
Okay, so if I say in EC, the people who have both the ideas, okay, so if you are good into hardware or software, I found both people out there. There are people who are mad at making circuits and hardware, and there are people who love coding. So it's not that when you join electronics and communication, उसमें coding नहीं होता कि खाली hardware based you make circuits. No, it is like you design the circuit or you make the chip and you also write the program for the same. See, I'll tell you the difference between being in a CE or in CIT or in EC. A C student can write the code if we provide the chip, okay, because they also know C, C++, Python. And they can learn, if they know C, C++, Python, they can learn our basic languages because mostly the syntax are same. But they can't make the hardware. But in EC, especially when you talk about our university, the subjects are introduced in such a way that they'll teach you how to make the hardware, how you make the circuit, or you make the chip, and how do you program it also. So it's like you don't have to be dependent on anyone when you are in this field. Like there might be few things which we may not do complex coding which the CIT can do. It's not that we cannot do. If we try, we can do that also. So that's a plus point being in EC. Okay, so in first year, you will learn the basic electronics and two languages, C and C++. Okay, and there are other also subjects related to electronics. In the second year, you will learn you'll get into the actual field of electronics and communication. So you will learn network analysis. You will have digital electronics. You will have EI, that is EM, like the machine part. The motors, the induction motors, the generators. So that is one part out there. So you will learn that. In the next, you will have CE, that's circuit analysis or circuit theory. So that is again the broader part of network analysis. Same with the CMOS VLSI design. So it's like MOSFETs programming you will learn out there. It's both theoretical and practically applicable. Then when you go into the third year, you will get into specific fields which are placement based, okay. So like CMOS VLSI is one stream. Then we'll learn here microcontroller applications and electromagnetic fields. And there are subjects which does not have exam but are very important, like audio video engineering, where they teach you about how the television worked and how they actually work. So it's like from the old box TVs to the LEDs. So students are usually not interested in that because it does not have a sessional exam. They have theory and practicals, but it is very important. I mean, तुम्हारे घर पे TV है, you see, you listen, but you actually don't know how that works. and there are few minor faults which we face in our TV or in a setup box, which can be solved in an amount of 50 rupees, 100 rupees. But you give it to someone, they cost you 500 rupees. It's a basic thing, you just have to attach to wires or change to something, but you concern someone else. So if you have the basic knowledge of it, so there are courses like this, like audio video engineering, which are specially introduced in our field. So students at least have the basic knowledge of what the surrounding or what the current existing technology is. Our internships actually start from after semester 5th or like semester 6th, after the 3rd year usually, or we can also do internships during the before, like after your 2nd year, but usually companies don't give it much until or unless you have a contact out there, because they ask for basic things which are taught in that country. Unless you have contacts or you find some industry where the applications of 1st and 2nd year are there, it's okay. Otherwise what you can do is there are a lot of field to explore. Okay, in college they cannot teach you everything, so rather you can go and advance yourself in that that particular subject or particular field. See how things goes at when you are in sem 5th, you should actually start preparing for either you're going for placement or going for masters. If you're going for masters, start preparing for GATE. If you're going for placement, clear your basics. If your basics are not clear, start clearing it. Sem 6 is again the way, like 3rd year is the process you can clear your doubts or set what you want to do and start preparing. 7th sem placement starts. In the very beginning of 7th sem the placement will start, and the semester 8 either you get internship where you are placed, so the companies have their training period, so you get training out there, or either you apply for internship from outside. And before that also, after sem 6th during the summer vacation, there are companies where you can apply for internships through college or even from outside off campus. Okay, so as much I've talked to my seniors and I have spoken to the placement sir, that we have noticed the placements come in 2 fields in EC, that is VLSI, and other is embedded systems. These are the major 2 parts where companies come to hire. And yeah, so VLSI is all about the MOSFETs and the CMOS and how it works, where embedded is like IoT side, where you like making home automations that come in embedded side. So you might have to clear your mindset ki actually where you want to go, because both the fields are very broad. So it's VLSI, embedded, and there are other companies also who check so like who require in other fields, maybe the digital electronics. Be it any placement, your digital electronics should be very clear. And second thing is programming. Mostly they ask about C and Python. And if you're going into a company, a microcontroller company, so you should be clear with the assembly level languages, which you will learn mostly in the semester 5th.
You will hate it when you will start it or in the first phase of it, okay? But it's that when you start understanding concepts or when you fall in love with the components out there, you'll start enjoying it. The thing is, if you don't understand, you will find it burden. You will be frustrated. But pick up a subject or pick up a topic where you love actually, okay? So where it feels. Is it either digital, you go for the digital part or you go for the analog part, whichever is a forte, go out there, you'll enjoy it. And in EC, the more you give to the professor, the double they'll give you. But it's an give and take thing. They'll of course teach you what is given in the textbook or it's in curriculum, but if you show some extra interest, they're gonna double the interest and give it to you, okay? We have a lot of workshops. We have seminars coming in from the placement companies. So they come and they give seminars, and there are also workshops which our seniors also conduct. Another important thing is there's something called SSIP, that is Student Startup Innovation Process. Yeah. So you should apply out there even if a minimum or bare idea. Like don't think that it's not that worthy. I recently applied for SSIP with no preparations. We just had an idea. We just had an idea, and our sir said go and apply for SSIP. Like why not? It's a good idea. We did not find that idea much because that thing already existed. We thought about it. We had sessionals during that time, and it just immediately after the session we had the submission and the presentation. Yeah. Thursday our sessional got over. Wednesday was the proposal submission. We skipped managed the time. We submitted the proposal anyhow. Yeah. Like literally we were like okay, it's nahi hoga. We gave the poster presentation. The first thing the judge came and said us ki ye to humne bahut dekha hai. Yeah. So, but we did not give up. We said, so wait, let us explain. And our project got passed. Okay, out of the 50 projects, R was the one, and out of 50 projects which were there in the SSIP from whole university, 37 projects were from electronics and communication engineering, so from our quiz. And out of that, 10 projects have passed. Out of 37, 10 projects have passed, out of which one was mine. So SSIP, and there are many other competition also. If you are good and a teacher or professor finds a spark in you, they'll contact you. And there are other inter-college competitions also like this where you can participate. So it's not just textbook based, but if you want to explore, you have a lot of scope. Yeah. It's upon you how much you try, because see, in college time everything cannot not be done. Okay, we have a limited time. It's after the college time how much you give your time and how much you are interested in things like SSIP projects, and there are and the hackathons. Yeah. So and is actually an IIT based competition which happens every year. So they give you tasks and you're supposed to solve it accordingly. If you pass through the task, you get a chance to go to IIT Bombay and participate then out the competition. So it's just that you take that extra effort and you'll get it all. Otherwise, he's recently booming a lot. When we joined, it did not have much importance. But right now, it's taking a lead after the evaluation of semiconductor, Micron chip into investing in India. Prime Minister Modi launching the Semicon workshop and the event, the settlement of development of the Gift City and the development of Dolera smart city. Yeah, it has a lot of semiconductor influence out there, and it's going to be helpful for the EC branch. And as we move towards the digitalization and through EVs and electronic things, it is of course. Everything will need a chip, everything would need a circuit, they will need embedded automation, and they would need EC. So people may not know the value of it, but actually it is taking a huge leap, and maybe in near future it will again take a boom. So yeah, it's that every time it happens. Okay, when you do something you don't like it, but when actually you get into the thing, you will love it. So that's like, it's just like a coconut. From outside will think like it's very harsh, you can't do it, but deep inside is soft if you enjoy it. It's sweet. It's sweet also. Yeah.
So at this note, let's end this.
So next video is about a podcast. Not a podcast, but hostels, a girl perspective, a female perspective of living in a hostel. You can look forward to the next video. If you are far away from Nadia and want to move to Nadia to study, you can look forward to that video. There is a very quiet minute details too about living as a student in hostels or living with your friends in a flat. Yeah, there is quite good conversation next week.
All these interviews are recorded in Canal Cafe. You can thank me later for these interviews. Till then, see ya. Bye. Peace.